Hi everybody. Think I'm upside down as predicted. At least we're in landscape. Hi Beverly. Did you, honey? I hope you're okay. Cleaning the craft room. Oh, And have you found things that you forgot you had? Let's kind of get lined up here. So this is a exercise. I'll show you. Oh, I'm going to have an attempt at. I'm just get us all. I've done it before now and again, clean my craft room, but I don't like it. Hi Steph, are you feeling better today? Beverly, if the truth be known, my craft, I call it my craft room, it's actually half our bedroom. My poor wee husband's got about a 3-inch turning circle on the side of his side of the bed. I'm just trying to see if we can get the work surface properly. Oh, I think I keep going the wrong way. Oh, is it because I'm tilting it, maybe? I'll remove these stamp sets to there out of the way, that would help. I'll move that along a wee bit. Everything's just a bit dodgy here. Let's see what that does. The problem I've got is that I can move my phone about, but I can't really see what. Now it's telling me I've got a low battery, but I was prepared for that and set the cable up on the other side. Let's not just knock my essential oils flying. They'll land on the bed. Right, yeah, you'll have to kind of get organised, Beverly. Right. Are we looking any better? Not really. I wish there was a simple formula for this. I think that's enough room now. Right, so let's get started. Hi anyone coming in. I've got Beverly and Steph have said hello. Anyone else in the room want to say hello? I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. I'm not always very good at following my own instructions, so this is a test. So I bought some to-do list things from one of those. Oh, hi Randy. Yeah, from one of those internet shops, you know, that you can buy almost anything. Sometimes I think it's my corner shop because I can buy anything and it just comes the next day. But I didn't read properly. I actually thought they were like A5, but twice the size of this. However, I actually think this is quite dinky. And I thought, I wonder if I could make a stand so that it's on my desk all the time, because I've got a terrible habit of writing my to-do list in a planner or a diary or a notebook or something, and then I don't remember where I wrote it, or you know, and then you've got to get the big planner out and it just takes up the half the desk, you know the story. So I thought actually this would be quite handy because you hold it in the palm of your hand. So I made myself one for me yesterday. I don't know how you can see it upside down, but it's So it's got the wee thing goes in. Yeah, that's the actual real live, doing this live. So I've done one thing from my list for this evening. I've got a sample invitation to do for someone. 4 cards to make for my daughter, and I have designed March's kit, but I need to let everyone know about it. So there's my things I need. Keep your to-do list short, and then there's more chance you'll do the things that are on it. So I've made it so it stands up. I don't know if you see that better. I think a lot of us make wee calendars that are a bit like this shape at the beginning of the year. I certainly did. And then at the back I've actually put a calendar tab on and some post-its. So I thought that was quite handy to have it handy on my desk. And because we got the new stamp set ready to show everyone, the Rise and Shine, and I'm a bit, oh hi Monica, who else? Hi Ruth, and Randy I've said hi, Beverly and Steph I've said hi to you guys. Hi Esther. Oh wow Esther, I saw your daffodil moment. Thank you. Thank you. The thank you was because coffee magically appeared on my desk. That was so funny that I had just said I got this set because I'm a bit of a coffee addict, and the coffee appeared. Couldn't be better timing. It's magic coffee, isn't it? Trouble is here, I was here not that much better. So I hope Beverly you're keeping going while you're listening here. One eye on the what's happening and one eye. Your daffodil was brilliant, Esther. Anyone who doesn't already subscribe to Esther's Stampin' Star Creations, when you finish watching this, or when you've had enough watching this, maybe pop over to Esther. She's just made a great discovery, and she's just so enthusiastic and so fun about her wee discovery. So worth to having a look. Steph, I know it probably does. This one, it doesn't float your boat if you're not into coffee and tea, but it's going to be available to customers from the beginning of March. I think it's the 3rd of March. I actually, it's a bit of fun, but if you're someone like me, you know, you've got this, but first coffee. It's got a few little bits. It's got a wee tag with a heart. It's got 2 mugs, but the good thing is it's like the Mountaineer set. These are the thick stamps, and they're reversible. So we'll get to that later. I will show you. And because it was to sit on my desk, I thought let's make it motivational. So we've got Strong and Beautiful with some really good, strong, motivational sentiments on it, which I thought was good. Yes, of course it would. The mug would hold gin. That's for later. In fact, I was having a pretend gin earlier on, but I knew I wanted to talk to you and I didn't want to give you all gibberish. So I have got my gin glass here, but it's just got tonic, honestly. So a balanced diet here. Got my gin glass and my coffee cup. Hi Ruth and LaDonya, hiya. Right, let's get cracking. This is to see if I can follow my own instructions. So we've got this desk stand that I've designed myself, sort of. I've used, obviously, for hundreds of years people have been making calendars using this design idea. Hi Vanessa. As I say, I've got the calendar and the post-it notes on the back. My wee to-do list here. And of course a nice wee Stampin' Up pen. So when I looked at the to-do list, I thought, oh, nice colours. And look, the colours that are here are Blueberry Bushel, in my eyes anyway. And we've got that's Early Espresso, which relates to the coffee. And this is Call Me Clover. That could be real red. Can't argue with that, can you? From that shop that I consider my corner shop, Esther, aren't they dinky because they're just A6? Okay, so I thought I would make, well, it won't be a secret now, will it? It's going to make them for my team ladies, but one of them's in here just now. So it won't be a surprise when she gets it, but hey, at least she'll know how I made it. So I've obviously got to make a few. So anyway, so I've quickly written the instructions down. I just wanted a wee bit of company while I checked to see if my instructions work, because I think I'll do it in a face-to-face class as well. So for this one, we're going to use Call Me Clover, because I've got tons of it and it will be retiring, so that's always a good idea to use it up. So, and I've written down the instructions. I started off at like this kind of mess. I was writing down as I was doing it and kind of measuring and what have you, and then I've made proper. So if you want, because I'm changing my host for my blog at the moment, so I don't have a blog that I can edit at the moment. So if you want to take a screenshot, if this is something you might want to make, you could take a screenshot of the measurements just now. So I've got 5 pieces that you need to cut in your main colour, and then 2 pieces of one measurement and 1 piece of another measurement in white. So let's get cracking, let's get the trimmer out. I was going to do the cutting before I came on, but I thought, you know, I need to see how long it takes to do from start to finish. So if I get my trimmer, put my measurements at the side. So first one I need, I'm going to waste a lot of card, but I'll use it all up for something else, because I've not actually thought about the economical way yet. So this one needs to be 5 by 8 and the other one piece needs to be 5 by 9.5. So there isn't really a way of doing this economically, but I'll do the 5 by 8 of this sheet, because if I'm making a few, then I'll be able to use this for the other 5 by 8, another 5 by 8. So she says, right, 5. I'm doing it in inches because I'm going to score it in inches. Well, so that one is 5 by, not 8 yet because I've not done that bit yet. Right, 5 by 8. If you're watching this on replay, then feel free to just fast forward me doing this, because it can take some time. Right, so that's the 5 by 8 one. Another piece of sheet of card to do this one. And it'll be 5 by 9, so it'll have to go this way. The 5 will have to go that way. And 9. Now that's 2 bits that we need. And the next bit is 3.5 by 11. Hi Christine. Oh dear, it shouldn't. I've got no indication of it buffering at this end. Oh, have you got a storm coming in? Oh, that's not good. Is it blowing a hoolie, Steph? So this isn't, no, it's not wide enough to be 3.5, so I do need to bring in a 3rd sheet of card. If you're making several, it wouldn't matter, because you will get the other bits out. So it's 3.5 by 11. So you're just cutting a smidgen off this. And it needs to be 3.5. Don't worry, Steph, if you need to come back later. So that bit is the 3.5 by 11. So that's those 3 larger bits. Then I need a bit that's 3 by 2 and then a square that's 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. Don't think any of these are wide enough. Is that one wide? Oh yeah, that's more than 3 inches. So let's just take this bit. That's 2 by 3. That's that bit. And then I need a bit that is, put that one back there, a bit that is 3 1/8. So I really want to know that I have written this out properly. 3 1/8. Right, so that's all the green bits. I'm going to put all the scraps over here, but I will be using them for the second one, well, as much as I can. Right, and then I need white. Let's see, I think we need 2 sheets of white as well. So 2 pieces, and they need to be 4 3/4 by 6 1/4. So I won't get, I think, yeah, so I'll need 2 sheets to get that. So let's do that way. Have I blown your brain yet with these measurements? I'm making a desk tidy, Christine. I made this one yesterday when I was having my busy productive day. So it's got a calendar, post-it notes, it's got my to-do list and a pen and some inspirational sentiments. So I'm working towards my next promotion, so I'm telling myself I can do this. So, right, so let's just cut 2 sheets here. I'm really pleased with it, but because I just wrote the measurements down, I wanted to work through it. I'm going to make it for some other folks, some people in my team, but somebody's watching, so it won't be a surprise. Right, so what do I need? 4 3/4. I have to say things about 100 times to myself, right? I'm wanting 2 pieces this measurement, so this trimmer is actually pretty good that will cut 2 sheets of white at one go. And then 6 1/4. So there we go, 6 1/4 is just there. This is where this trimmer is good. The older one fell down a wee bit when you got to 6 and a something. Right, so that's the 2 pieces of white. And then we need 1 piece that's 4 1/2 by 2 3/4. No, Lorna, we're just starting. I'm just doing my measurements. I'm going to be making this desk tidy. So just really getting started. It's not going to be a short video this time, it's going to be quite long because I'm going to try and work this through. So I won't be offended if people get a bit bored and dip in and out and do other things, that's not a problem. But at least if it's up here, it'll show the people can watch what bits you can fast forward and what have you once it's just up there. So this one's 4 1/2 by 2 3/4. I've challenged myself to do something start to finish on a live. Right, so that bit's there. So these are the spare bits. Don't worry about the scraps because I'm making several and they'll be used. So it is card heavy, but not really if you think about it all. Right, and it's useful, very useful. So now I need my scoreboard, which of course what's not on it. Does that surprise you? Oh, well, I had it yesterday, don't know where it is now. I have another ball tool, so let's not. There it is. It is there. Right. Okay. I'll never be stuck. Right, so I'm just going to take my instructions again and I'm just going to follow them through. I'll put them up again if anyone else needs to take a screenshot of the measurements. So I'm going to go back to my first piece and I'm to score this on the long side. Now let's see if I can get this bit here for you. Not sure with my wee short arms. That's fine, yeah. Right, so sorry about that. I think the weather is interfering with the broadband. 1.5 and 3. And that's all for that side. And we'll just score this one while we're on. So this one is this is the last piece for scoring. Whoops. So see if I can read my own writing. Score at 4 3/4, 5 1/4, 10, 10.5. So 4 3/4, 5 1/4. So it's a 1/2 inch gap there. 10, 10.5. And then turn it that way and on the no, turn it that way, Janice. And on the short side, score at 1/2 inch. Oh, very good, Janice, drawn picture patterns on it. Right, so that's the scoring. I've got an extra score in there, but never mind. Then move the board, put your scoring tool back in your board and you put it away, and then it'll be easier when you take it back out again. Okay, so let's see if we can get this lot glued together. What's the chances my glue will work right away? So this bit here is for the little box that I've stuck on the front for this to go in. So bone folder, do you know where my bone folder is? Here we are. So do all your folds and burnish. That's that. Fold and burnish. And this, I do know that this is for the base. So this one, hi Ian, nice to see you in here. And then bend that one back to do your mountain fold. So that's that bit. And so this, I think if I'm right, that's going that way so that it's not visible. So it won't matter if I've burnished these the wrong way. Oh Ian, I missed the fact that you were doing a premiere, or I would have popped in to say hello before I started. I was kind of like a woman on a mission when I came in from work tonight, that I was going to do it. Okay, so this is basically how that's going to stick together, and this will be the front so that it's neatly folded and there's no joins. So I need my Tombow. Jumbo stick stuck to the tub. I keep this little tub, I don't know, I think my husband got some kind of pudding from the supermarket in it, and when it was empty I thought, well, that's actually quite ideal for my ink to sit in. No, my ink, my glue. Anyway, so we're making a desk tidy, Ian, since you've just come in, and this is what I'm aiming for. I'm trying to find out if I can follow my own instructions. And to see if they're ready for doing a face-to-face class. So I've just, sometimes it's easier to just lay this flat and line them up. Just make sure nice and straight. Fold that over. Of course, I probably got too much glue in here, but you know, a wee bit attention with your bone folder and it makes it nice and flat. And then this one, I'm wanting that to go there so that it's not, is it? Did I do it that way? No, I didn't. Well, yeah, it is. Oh, I did it the other way about. I don't know what I've done there. I've got the folds the wrong way around, but do you know what? It won't actually matter, will it? See, this is what always... That's not right, is it? It's not. Something's not right here, girls and boys. Right, so that's... See, this is why you need to... Right, that isn't right. That's not right there. So I'm just going to have to adjust this here. The scoreboard back out. See, I've already found an error in my... So... So what we got here, we've got 2.5 inches, so I really need that. This will need to go in the middle, so it needs to be there. So I need to adjust those measurements, and I will do that later. And that's poor, isn't it? So let's see if I can write that down. Now I'm going to, if I've done the measurement wrong, then these will not fit, will they? Right, so that does fit there. And it does fit there now that I've changed that, so it's the scores on that one that are incorrect. So that was, I had scored that at 1.5 and 3, so it should be 1 1/4 and 2.5. I hope it works now. Just as well I spotted that. Now who's going to get the defective one then? Who's going to receive that? And then we need to... So just adjust it and it will be fine because I'm sticking card over the top anyway. What a dopey. Right. I've got that inside and I want this one will be on the bottom there. And then that will fold flat, so we'll be fine once we stick it. Sorry about that. See, I knew I was right to check myself. Right, so let's just glue this. And then I just want to, probably should have done this join previous, but never mind, it's done now. I'm just going to use my bone folder to flatten this down, make sure it's... I've made this a wee bit weak here, but once... That's right, you did, Ian, didn't you? The storage, the holder for your Tombow. Right, so I'll pop this to the side and give it a chance to dry. It's absolutely going to be fine now. And for some reason it isn't the same as that, but I don't know what I've done that's different, but it works and it'll be fine. And the panels fit, so it's just the V bit in the middle that's different. So I will check that out. I will be making more, so we'll get it right eventually. Anyway, let's make the box. So this is the wee box. So I want to chop up to the first score line on each of these. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, a wee bit too far there, but we'll be alright. 3 and 4, and just wedge these flaps, wedge them. Just makes it easier when you're sticking together to make it neat. And then wedge this one. And then actually going to take this one away altogether and put a wee wedge there on that. That just makes for neatness. But those bits straight in the bin, that was good. Right, so I've got a bin just at the side of me here, so that's handy. So basically all I need to do now is glue that flap on there and then sort the bottom out. So let's do it. Did I put my glue back in my thing? No, I didn't. I threw myself with finding the measurements were incorrect, so thanks for sticking with me till I sorted that. Just talk about amongst yourselves when I get like that. Right, if I fold that in there and then you bring that over, be careful to line it up. You want it to be nice and neat. Oh, just nice and neat. And just again, I just rub that with my bone folder because it means then that the ink spreads out properly. And then really look where your seam is and fold the wee tabs in. Where's the back seam? Right, it's here. It's so good you can't hardly see it. So I want to put that one in because I want this fold to come towards the back seam. Whoops, just put a bit of glue along there. I'm having a... Obviously, when you're doing it, you can take more time out of it, over it. And it's sticking more to my fingers than the... So look, but sticky fingers. I should have brought some wet wipes through with me. Just poke it down to make sure it's all stuck properly. I'm going to leave that on its side because it's a wee bit sticky on the bottom. Leave it on its side for a wee while. and then find my panels to decorate, and then, you know, we'll be done in no time now. There's the cutting is and getting the you know, everything right. That's for the post-its, and that's for the calendar tab. I've got a kind of loads of calendars here because well, they're so cheap to buy a big pack of them. And I should have some post-it notes somewhere. I'm just trimming the thread off there, and so that's the once more. Give it its last chance. Right, it's come back on. If I can finish, I'll finish. If I can't, I can't. But because what I was ready to do was just to stamp this fairly quickly, if I can find my stamp sets. I'm back again. Right, so I'm going to put some motivational things. This will be retiring at the end of May, beginning of June. These colours are just lovely. They're, well, 1, 2, 3, they're almost like the primary colours. Right, you got a freeze frame of the stamp set, the stamp pads. They're gorgeous, yeah. So I'm going to start stamping, so just let me get my blocks and just put my tonic glass out the way. Honestly, it was just tonic tonight. Alright. What am I going to... I'm not... Yeah, use some lovely lipstick and get some colour on here. I don't have enough room. Right, it's like, do I persist or not? Is it going to reconnect? This is a nightmare. Right, so I'm back again. I think people are getting fed up, but I don't know if it's going to be worth watching or whether I'll have to take it off and redo it. We'll see how we go. Right, I'm going to say this out loud. If it buffers once more, I'll stop and I'll just record it at the weekend when I'm making the next one and take it off. Right, so this has got some fabulous, so we've got Stamping Your Way to the Top, we've got Love It, Live It, Share It, Making Dreams Come True, It's the Best Job Ever, and being a Stampin' Up demonstrator is the best job ever. So it's quite good because you've got Welcome to the Team, and this is fantastic for me because my team, well, I operate as Jazzle Dazzle, so my team are Jazzles Dazzlers, so this is just brilliant for telling my team how wonderful they are. So anyway, I'm ranting again. So I want Stamping Your Way to the Top, and Love It, Live It, Share It. I don't know if I've got room for them all, but we'll put them in anyway. So, Love It, Live It, Share It. Oh, Ian's definitely worth watching. Cindy, he does some amazing things. I'm leaving some space as well because I've got the gorgeous flowers that come with the Rise and Shine stamp set, which if you're a customer you can buy from the 3rd of March. Well, no, you can get it free with a purchase from the 3rd of March. So But any order, I think it's a £45 order, and you can choose it, but it is fab. Right, so that one can go in the washing pile. And where did I put the other one? Right, stamping. So we're just making this bright and cheerful. So we're using our Call Me Clover, thinking it up so it's maybe didn't leave quite enough room for this stamping, and I'll probably end up covering it over, but never mind. That's stamping, and we'll get some Grapefruit Grove in here. Your way to the top. And guess who didn't clean that stamp and it had green on it previously? Very good. Too much information, Ian. Yeah, that fits so nicely together, so I'm going to put that maybe up in this space as well. Won't matter if it overlaps, it's just to put some colour on the paper. Could have used some designer series paper, but it's much more fun to decorate yourself. Okay, so that's that for... So you can see you can actually make decorative paper just by using sentiments, and it still looks pretty if you use nice colour. I'll leave that one there because I've got a different idea. Now I wanted to take, because I'm going to decorate it with the coffee mugs on the front, I wanted to use the flowers in amongst here. So basically I'm actually just going to use this one. It's rather cute. So here we go. So I'm just going to fill up all the spaces with this. I'm putting that out the way just now. So I'm going to use Lovely Lipstick because it's nice and bright. So basically 1, 2, 3, and just continue to do as many wee groups of 3. They won't all be visible once you stick it together, but it doesn't matter. Just cover it anyway because it's fun. I don't know if you can see where I am here. Look how that just livens it up once you start putting your flowers in. The wee flower. Do you know what it reminds me of? I don't know if there's anyone on here as old as me, is Mary Quant flower. From the 60s. I don't know where else. Well, that's probably enough for that one. Let's put some flowers on this one. Oh, right, Ian, I've just been having a look at the comments. Yeah, the Strong and Beautiful one is a fabulous stamp set for really strong motivational sentiments. And it's got a nice Mother's Day one on it too. It is very handy. Another wee bit of this side maybe. Right, I think that's enough. I'm rushing it a bit. I promise I won't post this out to anyone. This one, this is the one with the mistake in it. Right, and then I just want to decorate the front. So what we'll do, in case that buffering starts, we'll glue this together first. So I want to quickly put this together, and then I won't have so many bits lying about my desk. Just shout if it starts buffering again, just shout. Do you think we'll get it done before it does? So that one just goes on the front there. Oh, the weather spoiling our fun. And then this one will go on the back. You're a child of the 60s, and I'm a child of the 50s. Well, Mary Quant was amazing. She was into bright colours. And I've managed to get ink on there. Well, do you know what? That will be the front, because that's what's going to stick there. How did I do that? That's going to stick on there anyway, so we'll hide that bit. Right. Well done, Janice. Laughing. I'm not with you, Ian. So we can stick this on and let it dry. I'm going to put it about there. Don't know why. I think I might think of something else to go there actually. I haven't quite thought what it is yet, but might be able to make a wee box for that side for glue, or a mouse. Oh yeah, I was into flower power, yep. Right, so there's the back, and we're just going to sort, in fact we can actually just glue this bit, the box on, to be honest. I'll stick this bit. I'm sticking it quite near the bottom, and it's just the same width as the panel of Whisper White. And all I've got to do is decorate this. So if the buffering does start, all you're missing is this bit. You have seen most of it, so we'll get, if the buffering starts, I'll just put the photograph of the finished one. So what oh, glue on it as well. I'm covered in glue. I'm having an awful day to myself here. Right, so I want to put some flowers on this, so I've kept my wee flower stamp here, and I'm basically just going to use the same flowers. I'd like to say I'm being random, I'm not sure if I am. And as soon as you think you're randomly stamping, you start to see a pattern, and it's no longer random. Fix that one. And that one. That's fine. Right, I'm going to be sticking mugs on there too, so I need a scrap of white. Where did I put all the bits? Right, I'll see if we can get them out of this to do the mugs. Random is really difficult, isn't it? Right, so what I did was I stamped the mugs. I'll take these ones off. Here. There's loads of other wee, lovely wee stamps here. There's a tiny wee flower. There's this Rise and Shine, which you could use around the hole in this mug if you wanted. In fact, we might do something slightly different with that. I'll take them both out. You've got steam that can come out of your cup. You've got a wee leaf that you could use with the flowers. And you've got coffee and tea. You've got this, but first coffee. Of course, I've not left room on the front of this for that, so I would have to do it. What a dopey I am tonight. You've got Let's Hang Out Soon, which would be quite nice, and Make Today Amazing, and you've got Rise and Shine. So, I know, Esther, but it's nice. It is really nice. I'm thinking that most of my ladies will probably put in a £45 order so that they can get this free, won't you? Right, do you know what? I'm going to actually do this on the other side because I didn't leave room for... Let's see if I can just move that wee lip a wee bit. I've got a thing about if the trimmer's made a wee lip, it has to be to the inside. I should have put this on first. All that buffering's causing me stress. So let's go with pick up the colour that we used. Yeah, it's available to customers as a freebie from the 3rd of March in the second release of Celebration. So I thought I'd get on and encourage people to be thinking about their order for the 3rd of March to get this free. And I'm really bad today. Right, let's get this done because, do you know, it's one... That's better. I think maybe I could really have been doing with a bit of my foam mat under here, because even though they're thicker, they still... Oh, you stamped on an actual mug, Ladonia. Oh, you'll need to let us see that. Did you do that with Stays On? I'm missing a lot of the comments because I'm trying to get this finished. I think that'll do, that's better. Right, like, now this scrap, and let's get these. Are they going to fit on here? Yes. Do I know where my... That's not big enough. Right, oh yeah, I've got them both here. Right, so I'm going to do this one the same colour as my card that I'm using, just to complement it, make it all look like it's planned to go together. Okay, so in fact, you know, if I just do it that way, maybe I should have had foam under here. Then would you know where my foam mat is? Let's see if it doesn't work. I've got more scrap. I'm not too happy with that. I don't know where my normal foam mat is, but I've got this one. Right. Right, this time maybe. That's okay. And close, I'm so close. There, sunshine. Does that not make you feel cheerful? Right, and then coffee. So where's the wee stamp for coffee? Did I not take it out? No, I didn't. What do you think was sitting on top of there? Because something went flying there. I don't know what it was. Oh, I'll have to tidy up later carefully and make sure I've not put something on the floor. But I don't... Right, so let's see. We'll just go with... Coffee! Put that out of the way. I'm going to shut some inks and I'm just quickly going to... Hi Karen. That's okay, it's been a long party. It's been hard going. Couldn't read my own measurements, put the wrong measurements in. We've been buffering like crazy, so when you watch the replay, it's just tough to be patient. But I don't think I can put myself through this again. What to do this anyway. Let's just tidy up and then I'll let you see. We're so near to being finished. I'm hoping that we get to. Right, so just very quickly. If I'd been clever, I could have just stamped this straight on the panel. Just fussy cutting. There are coordinating dies apparently coming, but do you know the lines, she says the lines are fairly simple. You could cut it out yourself. She says making a mess of it. I know some people when they fussy cut they leave a white border. I'll just tell you that most of the time I don't. Make my own rules here. Look at the state of my hands. And if you really want to be clever, you could cut that bit out too, but I'm going to miss that out today. Right, we are nearly there. And I will get out of your hair. Totally out my comfort zone doing 3D things here, Karen. You'd be proud of me. I hope. Just finish this. We've got some dimensionals there, and seriously, when I've cut this one out, we're done. Honestly, I'm just about honestly there. We're just... See if it'll let me. I've put the dimensionals on and a bit of glue on this one. This is so not fair, is it? Whatever. This is pest. So we're done. I'll put better photographs up at the beginning. As I say, I can't put anything on my blog at the moment because I'm changing my host. I'm not quite set up yet, but when I can, hopefully the replay won't show too much buffering. Anyway, thanks everyone. Yeah, Karen, 3D I was doing and you weren't here to supervise. But anyway, you can let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching on replay, please feel free to fast forward. If you hit the live chat button, I'm not ready for super chat yet. The live chat button, you'll see who was in and who was talking to me live, and see how it was all going. Bit of trials tonight because of the weather, I think, causing problems with the broadband, but we made it. So thanks everyone who stuck with me, and those people, quite a lot of people had to go in and out, and quite a few people are going to come back. But hey, I made it. I followed my own instructions almost, and I've made it. And bit more, just a bit over an hour, but I think a lot of that was because I had to keep stopping and trying to sort the buffering out. Thank you so much. If you're not already a subscriber, please press subscribe, and please press the bell the bell icon, so that you'll get notified when I'm live again if you're bored and you want something to do. Anyway,